Hello everybody, so today we are doing a little bit of summer slurry spreading. It is Friday, the date of which I've forgotten. Friday the 19th of August, and we have finally had some rain. So we have had so it rained on late Monday evening, and Instagram followers will have seen the photograph. We put a little photo and a little video of that rain on Monday evening, and that broke a 44-day run of dry weather. So Monday and Tuesday earlier this week we have had about 30 millimeters ish of rain. So that's made a start on topping up our what do you call it? Our deficit of rain, we'll call it that. So we're just spreading two fields close to the yard today. The field we're in now is half of it is our fodder beet. So normally we would come in and spread this field as one, but because the beet is in the other half, I'm laying the pipes out a different way, and hopefully if it works out right, I will be able to undo the joint I've just done. Well, so when this is finished, if it works out right, hopefully I can undo that joint I've just done, leave this pipe out here for now, couple up to the second pipe and pull it back through the gate to spread the second field, if it works. That's the plan, so we're going to have to see. I'm going to have to make sure that doesn't happen. Make sure I leave this pipe right so it's out of the way, and now I don't have to untangle stuff all through. So that's the plan. So I'm just laying out quickly before we start, because we've got an appointment. Somebody's coming at 11 o'clock. It's 10 to 11 now, so I'm just going to lay the pipes out, go back, and then when that's all finished we will come and start pumping. And hopefully if this pipe ends up near the fodder beet, we can have a quick look at the fodder beet as well, because it has been struggling a little in the dry weather. But hopefully now this rain will come on and have a bit more, and still plenty of growing season for the beet left to go yet, so it's got time to catch up. So there's our beet crop just coming into view, and there's a few leaves turning a little bit yellow. Hopefully it should come back. Right, drop the pipe off and give us half hour and we'll be back. Right, so we are back. All we got to do now is connect onto the pump, connect onto the pipe, and get out the pump and start pumping. So as you can see, we're pretty brown. After all that rain, we do now have a little bit of moisture in the soil. So we've got a bit down there, and maybe a few little shoots just starting to come, hopefully. Definitely some new growth down in the bottom there. which is good because it's like 3 days since the rain, so that's good. Things are moving the right way. So we'll quickly run to the footer beet while we're this close. So we've got some nice looking roots coming. Let's quickly jump over. But you can see we're losing some leaves now. It's just looking, it's purely down to the drought, I'm sure it is. But if we look in the bottom, got a lot of weeds, but we've got some nice roots coming. And some moisture back in the soil, so hopefully things will start picking up. Right, let's go and get ready and get going. So we fold it out. What we do, we have the shut-off valve is on the same spool as the front linkage. So we'll isolate the linkage, and that will then allow us to open the valve, assuming I got it the right way. I think that's open. It's trouble with double acting valve, you can never tell which way is open. Macerator's turning. Right, let's get the pump. Right, so we have just got going, trundling up and down. So once we'd had that rain that came Monday evening, what we did Tuesday, we got on and put some nitrogen fertiliser onto the grazing ground. So everything except for the 2 fields we're going to do today has added 50 kilos of nitrogen to the acre. What we thought we'd do, because we didn't have enough fertiliser to do everywhere, and we needed to spread these 2 anyway because we were towers getting up. So it'll be a nice experiment to see which, what fields come back quickest or look best. Will it be the nitrogen or will it be the slurry? Or, well, it's very, very, very thin slurry. It's basically, it's kind of dirty water with a bit of yard scrapings in it. So it's not the most powerful stuff, but it's nice and thin, and it will dissipate into the soil. Now the soil's a little bit damp, it will go in nice and easy. So that'll be something to look at, something interesting we can compare. Right, so there's first field finished. So what we're going to do now is go back to our second pipe joint and drop off one pipe, leave it here, just laid out for now. Just leave it behind us, it's all laid across the field. That can stay there for now, we don't need it. And pick up the pipe, pull it back through the gate, and then get on spreading again. So we just got a little bit of a hole in the underside of this pipe, so I put it upside down, so hopefully it will squirt out downwards if it's going to leak. But because we are thickening up a little bit now, the tower is mixing, it won't take long to block, and then it won't leak no more. So now we're just following tight along the pipe that we laid out earlier, pulling it back through. It's following, it's not twisting, so we're doing alright. If you don't pull a pipe dead straight back on itself, it will twist, it will roll, but because we're running along the side of it, it's behaving properly. It's just looping round and following on. If I tried to pull it across there, it would just roll its way across and get a big tangle, and you can't do that without a bit of pressure in it. But we can do this with no pressure. So now it's gone out of sight around the corner. I can't see it anymore. But hopefully, when the pump starts up again, it won't be kinked round too tight, and we can get some flow through it. It should be alright. So we'll just get out of the gateway. And get some pump. See, he's not on the tractor, he's watching me instead of being on the tractor ready to start. There he goes.
Hello.
Right, I'm ready.
I'll let you know when we're going.
Alright. So we're just on 400 metres of pipe now. I can near enough see the store behind. If the hedge wasn't there, I'd be able to see the pump. But we're pretty close. Oh, there we go, we got pressure. Right, we're a go. Hello?
Right, it's going.
Yeah, I'm moving now.
Alright.
So there we go, glide up and down in this one. So all the dry weather we've been having recently, it has taken its toll, not only on the grass, but we can see behind the camera there is a tree, oak tree, looking decidedly, the leaves are looking decidedly brown. There's a few trees over in the hedge there, looking a bit more autumnal. And when we get a bit closer, I'll take a picture of it. But it is unusual to see trees dying off, or to see the leaves dying off this time of year. Hopefully the tree will survive and have some fresh leaves for next year, but I guess we'll have to wait and see. So we are all up to date now on our straw. We've got all our wheat straw in. You saw a video on that a little while back. Since then we have baled some spring barley straw from next door. I was hoping to film. I did go out to film the combining and the baling, and the drone wouldn't work. There was some technical issue with the app that controls it, so I couldn't use the drone. So I have got a little bit of, just camera footage, but it's not enough. It's going to be one of them things that never happened, kind of thing. Without the drone, it would have made. If the drone would have worked, it would have made a nice video, but it wasn't to be. So we didn't get any video of combining and baling, or of next door's combine and the baler in the barley. And then while we were hauling, during baling and hauling, this tractor had an error code come up, so I had to park it up because it went into limp mode, and turns out something went wrong in the AdBlue exhaust treatment system thingy, and it melted a load of wires. So yeah, so all went wrong that day, but it's fixed now, and this is its first day back at work after that issue. So it's not been the most successful week really, but there we are. So now we are all up to date with bringing in straw. The next big job will be cutting our own wheat. So the combine is out of the shed. It has appeared briefly on Instagram, so Instagram followers will have seen that. There is a bit of work, more than we were expecting to do, to get it ready for harvest, and hopefully it will work. But that will be obviously Vintage Thursday, and we'll be coming up, hopefully covering the repair and generally just getting the thing up and running and fettling it for after being asleep for such a long time. So whether that'll be next week or not, I'm not sure. It might, you know, depends how things work out and how the videos come and all that kind of thing. So here we have, just ahead is our tree that hasn't lost its leaves yet, but certainly lost its colour. Yeah, so he's struggling in the dry weather, and that hedge line just up in front of us, some of those are suffering as well. And you won't see them, but I can see a few away in the distance. There's trees all over that are hopefully they're not dying. Hopefully it's just leaves for this year they'll lose, and they'll come back next year. Oh, and there's a hare running down the hedge. Right, so we're all done spreading now. Back to the first field, picking up the pipe that we dropped off and left here. So let's start packing up. So we didn't blow out the pipes today. Obviously this one was never going to get blown out because we dropped it off and carried on pumping. But we're so close to the yard, and there was a little bit of a slope back towards the tank, so the pipes just drain themselves out. By the time I've rolled this one up, the other two will be drained out, and there's no need to mess about blowing air through. So it's just quick just to let gravity do it. Twist in the pipe up there. There's a little bit of slurry left in the pipe. It should push them twists out as it pulls in, as the pressure grows. There we go, it's gone. Quite often the action of backing up helps to untwist the pipes as well. And any liquid that's left in just gets pushed out at the end. It's not a lot. There we go. Finished. Right, so I think we'll leave it there for now for today's video. So thank you very much for watching. What we might do in the future is come back in 2 or 3 weeks just to have a little update. How did, which one recovered quickest? Because the grass is definitely shooting on both of these fields. There is little bits of fresh growth, so they're definitely moving now. So what we'll do, we'll compare the slurried fields to some nitrogen fields in a future video. Tack it on the end of one, I bet, and see how we go. So thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you next time.